Pisces. All right. Hi, my loves, and thanks for coming through. I am Star. Of course, this is Ascendstar Tarot, and this is going to be for all of my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, however you identify with Pisces. This is going to be your reading for Virgo season, right? Although this is intended for August the 23rd through the 22nd, we know that the universe does not have a clock. So anytime we have this energetic lineup again, this could definitely resonate for you. That Wheel of Fortune, even in you guys pre-shuffle, like that card was really coming up. So I know there are some like major changes going on in life for you all. All right, if this is your first time to this channel, welcome. You are appreciated. Certainly, if you do not know your moon, rising sign, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to do birth chart analysis for you all. So I really just wanted to change from like doing the monthly readings to actually just doing something based on your zodiac sign, your sun sign, and the current sun sign, and how the energy actually interchanges and exchanges with one another. You guys know that I do not read reverse cards in most decks. Honestly, the only deck that I have would probably be Witch's Tarot, which I kind of adhere to the reverse messages in that deck, but I feel like overall in tarot itself, like all the cards have different meanings. There's definitely duality to all of them. So yeah, they'll basically tell the story themselves, right? So it's Virgo season. What is Virgo season all about? Well, I can definitely tell you Virgo season is the complete opposite of Pisces. It's the complete opposite of an in-line or aligned Pisces, understanding that many things in our lives can cause us to be off balance, right? Well, Virgo is the exact opposite of Pisces. So, this is actually an earth energy, right? Pisces is definitely more about emotions, Virgo is practical. Virgo is reserved. Virgo is modest. Virgo is also like very analytical. Like they know stuff. They want to know stuff. They like to analyze situations. They're ruled by Mercury. Mercury is all about technology and knowledge and things of that nature. So it can sometimes cause you to feel off balance or off course when the overall sun sign itself is the complete opposite of what your actual sun sign is, right? It's like Pisces is definitely a dreamy kind of planet, right? Kind of energy. There's all about dreams and wishing big, and Pisces are very loving, and they're definitely the mediator sign, along with Cancers. They try and actually mediate things. But they also have a tendency to escape reality, right? To not deal with things as they actually are, because they want everything to appear to be fluffy and dreamy and everything is all together. And sometimes you actually do that spite yourself, and it causes you to sometimes be self-destructive, not intentionally, but just in trying to be so fair to those that are around you, and just always wanting to appear to be smooth around the edges and that all things are together. Like sometimes it can actually cause like this thing of like self-destruction, right? So it's kind of like this season is actually coming in, and it's actually highlighting your stressors in life, and the things that you may take on too much. It's asking you to like trust trust the knowledge that you have and the wisdom that you have. Like, actually analyze yourself and be like real about yourself, about your shadow self, and the things that are just not working out for you, and the things that you are avoiding, that you're avoiding actually coming to light. And once you realize what those things actually are, you try and you find balance in them, right? It's you know, you try to bring things together so that they roll like smoothly. You recognize what your actual responsibility is, and you commit and you make the choice to actually working on those things in the physical, or those communication, really. Like, look at this, there's no swords on the board. Like this is what this, like you're gonna have to communicate what it is that you're thinking and what it is that you're feeling, at this point. Like, that's what this season is like bringing out for you. And Pisces, like, honestly, like, I don't feel like you have a problem talking, but when it comes to expressing exactly what you need and exactly how you feel, that becomes an issue for you sometimes, you know. Like, you may express it to others, but you may not actually say it to the person that you actually need to be saying it to. So it may be a little hard for you to do this right now, especially sitting in the middle of this Uranus retrograde, right? Although Uranus is, like, you know, Neptune's neighboring planet, you know, that's Aquarius. It's like, this retrograde is all about self-care, like being realistic about what you need and how you need it, and getting it for yourself, you know, making sure that you have it. And that's kind of like the energy that's coming in. I feel like Pisces, like right now, like this Virgo season, you know, you may have it a little rougher than everyone else right now. You are definitely going through changes, going through cycles with that Wheel of Fortune here, right? So yeah. So we know that we are in this Aquarian season right now. Let me put these cards down. We know that we are in Aquarius season right now. We know that Aquarius is brought to us by the disciple Judas. But Virgo is actually, this energy that we're dealing with right now is actually Philip, the disciple Philip, right? And Philip was responsible for a few things. Like, Philip, you know, Philip recognized what he needed in his life, and he moved, right? Because he originally started off with John the Baptist. Not that he didn't enjoy what he was doing with John the Baptist, right? But he realized that there was better opportunity for him somewhere else. So when he met Jesus, he decided to go along with Jesus and be a disciple for Jesus. He decided to go and spread the gospel according to Jesus. You know, he went into different areas and he spoke. Not only did he go into different areas and speak for Jesus, he also, you know, like, brought other people to Jesus. You know, he brought Bartholomew over to Jesus, you know. You know, he introduced other people to the idea and the thought of things, right? So not only did he do this, he also you know, when Jesus fed the 5,000 with the fish and the loaves of bread, like, he helped Jesus actually break down and ration the actual portion so that everyone could eat. Because, you know, like, he's analytical, he wants to understand things, like, he's loyal, he's there for people, you know, and he just wants to make sure everything works out, right? And then you know, at the Last Supper, when everyone was eating dinner, you know, he went and you know, when Jesus told them, you know, like, this is the last time we gonna eat together, you know, like, I'm going on to prepare a house, you know, for you, you know, I'm going with my Father to prepare this house. And, you know, Philip was like, hey, who your daddy is? Like, let me see your daddy. Tell your daddy to come through, right? So, you know, Jesus basically told him, like, if you have seen me, then you've seen my Father. Basically, my Father lives through me. So if I'm telling you that I'm doing all the stuff for my Father, like, Philip, this is what I'm doing. And not that Philip was a challenger. I mean, he was a challenger, but he wasn't doing it from a he was doing it from a kind place, right? Like that was just the truth of who he was. Like, you know, he wanted to understand how things worked out, how they all fit together. He was like the show and tell kind of person, right? And it's like, this is your season. Excuse me, this is your season to show and tell. This isn't your season to avoid and escape. Like, this is your season to just show up, you know, and have clear communication about what it is that you want, where it is that you're going. It's like you're in full control of your life. But there's just like areas that you're not in control of, and you can have more control in those areas if you would just speak up, right? Like, it's like you play the scenes out in your head, but you don't never say nothing. Like, or at least when you do speak up, you don't say it the way that it played out in your head, you know? So the outcomes that you're looking for, like physically, it's like rarely that you get them when it comes to, definitely when it comes to love, relationships, partnerships, things of that nature, right? All right. So, you guys are coming in here as the Wheel of Fortune, right? So it's almost like you are one step ahead of this energy, because, you know, we're definitely dealing with the Hermit's energy right now with this being in Virgo, right? So coming in as this Wheel of Fortune, like, there is definitely unexpected changes that are coming back right now. Like, there is like positive change that is coming in for you right now, and it's really asking you to make the most of your time. Like right now, like there is a renewal. There's a renewal of energy that is going on within and around you, and it's like Spirit is calling you in, like telling you to like analyze like everything that is actually going on. It's time to, everything that you have in your head, like all of those thoughts, it's time to like give that over to Spirit. Like, there is a lesson that is at hand right now, but the way you have handled, like, you are at a precipice right now. Like, are you going to continue to handle things the way you've been handling them in the past, like trying to escape and trying to avoid them? Or are you actually going to buckle down, focus on what it is that you need to do, analyze what it is that you need to do, communicate what it is that you want? Like, when are you actually going to step into that for yourself? Like, you have to be able to, like, this Eight of Wands, like, for some of you it is breakthroughs because you are coming about this new cycle in life, right? It's like it's providing breakthroughs, but then for some of you, like I said, it's communication. You know, like there may be like emails or like text messages, things of that nature that are actually going on. Maybe this isn't something that you are actually verbalizing, you know, maybe it's something that you really just need to like write down, but it's definitely something that you also need to release and be able to move on from. It's like Spirit is trying to push you towards happiness, push you towards what it is that you want, but you have to be willing and open. Some of you are actually getting ready to, you're going to be traveling, you know, and the travel itself is being led by Spirit, you know, so that you can actually release. You know, some of you may actually just need to spend some time in the sun. Some of you, you know, may actually just need to recognize the actual growth within yourself, like how far you've actually come along. But it's like you're not really able to do it. Everybody isn't able to do it, right? Because and this is the duality, right? It's like, I just see that you're distracted. Like you're like almost focused on, you're kind of like focused on things that really don't matter. It's like you try and you gaslight situations, right? Like instead of talking about what you really want to do and how you really need to get it done, it's like you make it smaller than what it is, or you don't even really talk about it directly. You talk about other stuff instead of saying, it's like instead of saying what the real issue is, like you point the finger at like something else, right? Like let's say for instance, this is the best example I can come up with. So let's say you're supposed to be cleaning, or somebody was actually supposed to clean something, right? And or maybe you just didn't like the way that they did clean it. And since you didn't like the way that they cleaned it, so you didn't really say anything at the time about how it was being cleaned, right? Like you didn't have anything to say about it. But the next day they actually they bought you something to eat, right? And you wanted honey mustard instead of like barbecue sauce, right? Like they got the wrong sauce for your chicken nuggets, right? And I mean, you eat the barbecue sauce. Ain't that you don't eat the barbecue sauce, you had just want honey mustard. So you decide you go all the way off about this honey mustard, right? And it really, what you're really not going off about the honey mustard, you're really mad at the way they cleaned whatever they cleaned yesterday, but you didn't say anything about it. You know, like you didn't actually communicate it. So now that they've done this, you are going all the way off. And they just sitting there and they looking like, well, damn, like it was just honey mustard. Like shit, like I didn't see you eat this before. And like they just like totally like caught off guard. Like what are you doing? You're not communicating. You have to, there's a must, have to be able to communicate, right? Like this is definitely a positive card. Like things are definitely going in your nature. Like the sun is there. This is hard work. This is better health. This is actually your old self like disappearing, but it's not going to happen easy. It's not. Right? Like you are definitely, it's almost like this Wheel of Fortune card is like you actually breaking yourself down, like, and being able to recognize the patterns like within yourself, even being able to recognize the fixed parts in yourself, like the parts that you know that you are stubborn in, that you can be doing better in, which is really your communication. Right? For some of you, this is actually business. Like, you know, you have a business that you're working hard on and you can get it, but you have to be like honest with yourself and be your highest self when it comes to all of the decisions that you make. Like knowledge of self. That's what your Wheel of Fortune is. Knowledge of self, being real and being true to self. Once you have that breakthrough, everything that you want happens. Because I feel like you're already in a situation, or you already have what it is that you want. It's just not exactly how you want it, right? So you got to be able to communicate. And it's going to be hard work. Any change is hard work. We just got to be real about that. It's hard work. but you can do it. You know, like you take on that childlike innocence, that childlike fun, right? And let me tell you, like when I say childlike fun, I know a lot of times when we think childlike fun, we really think about fun and like going out and just like having fun, you know, like coloring and jumping rope and playing ball and things of that nature. But what I'm saying when I say childlike fun is more so something like, so you know, kids, like kids don't stay angry. Like they are very, very honest about their feelings and what it is that they're thinking, right? So if a child is mad, they're going to show you that they're mad. They're not going to try and hide it from you. They're going to express that exact emotion, right? Like, this is how I'm feeling, you know? And then you comfort them, you hug them, or you have that whatever conversation you need to have with them, and then they're able to express it, and then they're back out in the world and they're having fun. And for a kid, this usually happens in the matter of minutes, hours. They don't hold on to things. They don't hold grudges. And that is what Spirit is calling for you to do, Pisces. Like, be that childlike, like innocent self. Like, be true to yourself and your real nature. Be true to your feelings, right? Like, don't take it no more. Like live out loud. Say what it is that you have to say. Say what you want to say and mean what you say, right? All right. So then we're actually coming in here as the King of Wands. That's that stubborn energy. That's what that is. If this is business, like I said, like this is great things for business. Like maybe even grants and things of that nature. If you're actually trying to get grants or get more money for your business, like that definitely comes in. That's gonna be hard. You may want to look online for like different grants and things. There may be like emails or like essays or things of that nature that you can actually write down. It may be a new business opportunity for you, like something that you didn't even think of, right? Like there'll be a breakthrough from that, something that you already love, something that you are already good at giving at, some area in life where you are already fulfilled. That can actually be a business for you at this point if you allow it to be, right? You can definitely, so we're sitting here like we have this breakthrough and this wish fulfillment, right? That's what the Nine of Cups is. This is a wish fulfillment. This is like your wishes coming through. Like once you actually have this breakthrough, you're like right on the precipice. Like this is 10-10. You start with a 10 and you end with a 10. That is a new beginning. That is things happening for you, right? That is the mental fortitude. That is the power. That is the magician in you to be able to get everything done, right? But you have to communicate. Pisces, you do have a tendency to be secretive. This is nothing to be secretive about, right? Like share the idea, like share the thought. There is help in it, right? Like somebody or something can definitely come in and actually help you with this, right? Don't be showy, you know, don't be rash, don't be impulsive. You know, use your interest to get to where it is that you want to go. You know, be patient because the breakthroughs are actually coming for you. But you have to be honest with yourself. You definitely have to be honest with yourself. You can't run from that at all. Okay? Let's see. What other messages do we have for you all? Some of you are like up against a brick wall. That's because you're not recognizing the happiness and the great things that are in your life. You got to be able to communicate. Business. You are talented and fucking amazing, right? The world needs your power, your voice. Just use it. Just don't use it for dumb shit, right? Like, be mindful of what it is that you're doing. Be mindful of what it is that you're saying. There's already a business inside of you. There's already a power that is growing inside of you, and you can get it. The Wheel of Fortune is here telling you that you can actually get it. So if you're looking for a business, or you are, you know, just not happy where you are, you know, like analyze that stuff. Like, what really makes you happy? What stops you from getting there? Okay? Like, you need a good fucking cry. It's okay to cry. There's clarity in tears. You know, tears just are like, they you know, they're like the Mr. Clean for our emotions, right? Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. your soul will thank you, right? Like, just go ahead and cry. Get it over with. It's hard. It's hard to change. It's hard to recognize our own shadow selves and things that are like actually holding us back. It's hard when we see that, but you can definitely you can come through that with the actual right communication, right? Put the fucking phone down, right? Put your phone down, Pisces. Who else did I get this with? I got this with someone else. Someone else had to put the phone down. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was like Capricorn. Are you dealing with a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn in their charts? I don't know. But put the fucking phone down, because what? Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Hang out. Leave. Have friends. Pick up a social life, right? Like, things just aren't what they used to be. Acknowledge that and move on, right? Like, you are giving too many fucks, right? Give 0. Let it go, all right? So I definitely hope this makes sense and it resonates with you. If you have not yet, please go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Please comment if it does resonate. Remember, if you need a personal reading, you can always reach out to me at any of my outlets that are going to be listed below. Sending you love, lights, and everything great during this Virgo season. Hope you're able to understand and work with your shadow side, you know, bring that shadow to light so that we can actually work on it. This full moon is going to be special for you all, Pisces. This is your full moon. What is being shined on it? It's going to be shining on what it is that you need to analyze about yourself. I promise you. All right. So get to work, Pisces. Get to deep diving. Thank you so much for coming through and spending your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. You guys know that you are appreciated. Now go be great.